Hello everyone, this is the Appri team, and in this video, we want to show you how to add WebSocket support to mobile and web applications. We create an empty application, go to the list of Appri plugins, and find the WebSocket example plugin. Before importing it, let's open the documentation. Essentially, it only contains the code for the WebSocket server. We need to run it somewhere. In real applications, you will use Amazon, Azure, or your own server. But for our testing purposes, let's use Code Sandbox. Create a new dev box. Select Node.js server from the list of backend frameworks. Specify a name and make sure to set the visibility of our dev box to public. The documentation states that we need to initially install the npm modules Express and Socket.io. The modules are installed. Let's copy the code of our server, go to index.js, and paste it. As we can see, the server started successfully. Let's return to Appri and click Import. Before figuring out how our application works, let's test it. Go to Routing and specify that the default page is the WebSocket screen. Then, we need to go to the WebSocket module and specify the URL of our WebSocket server. To get it, return to Code Sandbox and copy it and paste. The application is ready. Let's run it in 3 different browsers to test how the WebSockets work. The application is launched in Google Chrome, Firefox, and Edge. Let's enter a test message and click the Send button. As we can see, it was successfully delivered to Firefox and Edge. Similarly, we can send the same test message from another browser, and it will be delivered to other clients. Now let's see how it works and start with the server. First, we run the server on port 8080. Create a socket server. Initially, create an empty object called clients, where we will store all active sockets. Create a variable client index, which we will increase every time a new socket connects to our server. This allows us to identify each socket with a unique number. We have an event that is called when a new client connects to the server, and at this moment we add a new entry to the client's object and save the socket. When a client disconnects from our server, we remove it from our client's object. Finally, when a client sends a message, the message event is triggered, inside which we iterate through all our clients, check that the current client is not the one who sent the message, and send the same message to them. Now let's go to Appri and see how it works. We are already familiar with the socket module. Here we specified the address of our socket server. We import index-socket.io, which we then save in a global variable named socket. The version of index-socket.io can be found in the npm modules section. Now, let's move to the WebSocket page. We have 2 functions and 1 variable named text. The text variable stores the value entered by the user in the input field. The inOnInit method is called when the page is created, and all we do here is subscribe to the message event. When it arrives, we show an alert and convert the data object to a string. When the user clicks the send button, we call the send method and first check that the input field is not empty, then create a message event and pass our text as the value of the data property. Of course, this is not a finished application, but it can be used as a template for creating your own application that will use WebSockets. That's all we wanted to show in this video.